So this is my next iteration of the sort of Triva mid-range control-y shell. Um, I have been learning that Sunscape Familiar, as high as I was on that card for so long, it does suck sometimes when you need a good top deck and you draw this. So it's not gas, it's more air. Um, it's a good enabler up front. I mean, instead of your 2/3/3s off of the Call of the Herd costing 7 total, you get 2/3/3s for 5 mana, for example. Lightning Angel, already pretty on good card on rate. I mean, difficult to get all those pips right, but um, if it only costs 3, even better. It helps. I mean, when Red Green Ponza was going crazy a year ago, and in the early part of 2024, there was multiple times where Sunscape Familiar made it so my opponent had a sphere out. Sunscape Familiar kept me in the game, made things much easier. I don't have quite as many blue and green spells that also have colorless pips for the Sunscape to discount. Like all of these cantrips, Rancor, Meddling Mage, they don't actually get discounted by Sunscape Familiar unless there is a sphere out. But and there's only a couple cards in the sideboard where Sunscape's relevant. That being said, I still find that this is enough, and Sunscape Familiar really helps, or it sort of dovetails with opposition. Um, Basically, I've found that to hang in Premodern, you gotta be disrupting on a couple different axes, and unless you're just like the beatdown, you gotta be able to disrupt on a couple different axes, and um, mana denial. So I've got a Winter Orb package. I've been trying to find ways to make Winter Orb work, and I've basically adopted the Growatog mana base. 9 islands, fetches, 4 brass, 4 city brass, 4 mox diamond, gushes. This is my one like flex land. I don't even know if the Growatog people refer to the 19th land as something like that, but I think they're on 18 lands, so me going on 19 is sort of an acknowledgement that my curve goes higher than Growtog. But, anyways, that Growtog mana base suits mana denial well because you either have a Winter Orb or Armageddon, and Gush works so well with both of those. Because I still need my lands, I'm leaning more on Winter Orb than Armageddon. Recently, I was trying a 1-1 split, and I like that. But in this particular build, I've got 5 4 drops, and then here's some even more 4 drops. So I need my lands, even if I don't. Even if I don't. I had a trade going, all good. Um, Even if I don't get the mana denial out, Sunscape Familiar works well with some of these other things. Kind of lost the train of thought there, but yeah. So there are a lot of elephants out there. So that's kind of why I'm trying to one up the elephants. Lightning Angel is an amazing card for if there's a ton of Call of the Herds out there. It's good against Bolt, so it's kind of good against Burn. Um, and its vigilance is pretty key. I've had it happen a couple times where I've got a Lightning Angel out and an opposition out, and I get to attack. Then I get to tap down my opponent's one untapped land from Winter Orb, or tap down, I don't know, some other creature. A Lightning Angel. I've been weirdly facing more and more Lightning Angels lately. I think people are recognizing that Lightning Angel is just like a good way to kind of one up the elephant tokens. A lot of other people, the Rex, or people are messing around with Tempting Worm, which is a 5/5, which is a really nice way to one up the elephants, or two up the elephants in that case. But Lightning Angel is sort of a more, I don't know. It's just a good way. Works well. It dovetails with opposition, which works well with Winter Orb. Both of those things work well with Sunscape. I can turn two a Sunscape, or I mean, occasionally turn one a Sunscape if I've got the Mox Diamond. And then the following turn, I play opposition and use the Sunscape immediately to tap something down. Following turn, play a Lightning Angel. That's the dream. But yeah, there's a. I mean, the goal is get a Winter Orb out, kind of lock them down, and then whatever land they untap, tap it down, or yeah, or tap down a 12/12 or a big old Terravor. I wanted to brew this deck. I brewed this deck to be able to handle Dreadnought. And no, that's kind of like in Legacy, you saying you have a good Delver matchup. I'm not saying I have a good Dreadnought matchup. I think I can hang with Dreadnought. I've got 4 swords, 1 disenchant main, 3 side. I've got 2 tappers, Stormscape Apprentice. These guys are so good against Dreadnought. They're also just nice little bodies. Like, even if I'm not playing creatures, period, I don't mind these because they still work with opposition to tap down lands. So yeah, 4 swords, 2 tappers, 1 disenchant. So that's 7 answers right there, plus 2 oppositions, plus little mana denial, plus 4 meddling mages, potentially naming Dreadnought or Chain of Vapor, or if they're doing the white blue one, I don't even know what I would name. Probably still just Dreadnought. Yeah, and then the side 3 disenchants, couple of nulls. That's kind of, you have to get lucky for a null to hit a Dreadnought. That's all that's relevant in the sideboard for Dreadnought. But here is a very fun card that my friend John, who's a Growatog advocate, he he mentioned Winnow. This is, I don't know, a week ago he mentioned this card, and I've had it sitting in my box of rares. I mean, at times it was just like, I don't know, I considered just putting it in my bulk, but hung on to it, and it basically is just like a bulk rare, whatever. Hung on to it. There are elephants everywhere. I'm playing elephants, so if I have an elephant and you have an elephant, I can. It's a rare piece of removal that actually doesn't go down a card when you kill an elephant. And often, if you have an elephant, you might have two. So I don't even have to have an elephant. So um, I'll hit your elephant on a draw card, and I don't care that you're gonna flashback your elephant, but it's all good. But the main thing is, and this was his main point, was that when we're trying to do all this mana denial, when the opponent has Mox Diamond, because Mox Diamond is a great way to break parity with Winter Orb. If the opponent is also has their Mox Diamond, then I'm not breaking parity. I'm not really gaining too much of an advantage from Winter Orb. Yeah, I've got Gushes. I've got one Rift's Grove that can kind of like untap a land slowly, a slow untap. And Sunscape Familiar kind of lightly can sometimes break parity with Winter Orb. That is light. If we each have a Mox Diamond out, I can kill your Mox Diamond with Winnow. That is juicy. It's basically a 1 for 3 because you went down a card for your Mox Diamond, and then I'm going up a card to kill it. 8 fetches. No opts here because I don't really have much instant speed interaction. I'm not doing mono leaks in this build. Everything is kind of sorcery speed. Everything that's blue is sorcery speed. Gush doesn't use mana basically. There's a couple. There are plenty of exceptions in the sideboard. I got Annuls, Envelop, Hydroblast, Teferi's Response, but yeah, I'm not. I don't need the opts. I don't need Obsessive Search. I don't even have discard in this deck. But yeah, I'm doing my blue stuff is sorcery speed, so I'm doing the better, slower cantrips. And let's see, Teferi's Response, always good. Still gotta respect all the pawns and stuff, so that's this little package. Couple graveyard hate pieces, the red hate, annuls for all the tides that are still out there. The mana denial plan works pretty well against tide. Disenchants are too late. Disenchants are really for oaths and dreadnought. Using a little respect enchantress. Also, I don't know about everyone else, but I face so much black both in paper and online. Zombies, clerics, suicide aggro. I don't know what it's called. Suicide black. I face that all the time, and Sutured Ghoul even. They stopped Sutured Ghoul, so I like this card. It is a complete haymaker against, I think, a worthwhile portion of the meta. In this type of deck, I love Aura Flux. I'm probably the only one who plays this card. Works so well against Enchantress, for example. Um, there it is. Basically, it says all enchantments have attacks of 2. It's energy flux for enchantments. It doesn't hit itself, fortunately. It says all other enchantments. Normally, I love that. I mean, paired with Winter Orb, it's night night. However, I do actually have 3 main deck enchantments. Rancor is not as big a deal, but I don't want to be killing my own oppositions. And sometimes I say like, oh, okay, well, I mean, if I'm bringing in Oriflux in the same matchups that I bring out opposition, then it's an okay card to have in the sideboard. But I'm saying buy the Oriflux because it actually, or oppositions would stay in the same matchups that I bring in Oriflux. So um, I decided just to rely on oppositions, which main deck do so much. Obviously, they've got the Mono Denial, but tapping down Terravores and Dreadnoughts is key. So I sort of have, back to the Dreadnought question, 4 swords, 2 Stormscape, 1 Disenchant, 2 oppositions. That's 9 cards. Granted, a lot of it could get disenchanted, or sorry, a lot of it could get countered, and 4 Meddling Mage. So I'm hoping I have a decent Dreadnought matchup and a decent Burn matchup, decent Goblins. This deck is still sort of in being tested, but definitely a very good Stasis matchup for what it's worth. Stasis has dropped off, but a Vigilance beater, Gush, one of these lands, I like it. I like my chances against Stasis. Ray of Revelation. I do have 17 cards in the sideboard, so something needs to get trimmed. No one else really plays Envelop either. I can see this deck's having some of its bad matchups being just like a Winter's Grasp Bonza situation. Cataclysm not so bad, but Replenish also being pretty rough. So I like this card. It might be what gets cut, but I still like it, especially since overall, like I was saying, my mono or my blue spells are kind of being cast sorcery speed, so it's can be a little bit weird to also be holding up blue, especially early on. But I think it's decent. I don't know. I'm gonna run a few matches and play a 17 card sideboard. But yeah, this is the newest version of the Triva Orb Control. I think Opposition and Lightning Angel are just in a good spot right now. Obviously Elephant. And here's another card to help sort of break the Elephant parity along with Winnow. But yeah, I have enough creatures to enable opposition and enough creatures that Rancor on a 1/1 is pretty decent. I didn't mention the Mother of Runes. I'm on 2 of them. It's a little, my creature package is a little light to justify 2 Mother of Runes. But if I land a Lightning Angel, I need it to stick. And when it's not doing much, it's still just a nice little body to use to tap things down. So that's where I'm at. That's definitely a question mark hanging over Mother of Runes as well. But it's underplayed despite the new rule change. All right, we got paired into a match pretty quick. Ooh, I just hit mulligan. Didn't mean to, but fortunately this hand is also fine. Woo! I'm gonna let Portent fix my mana and not play Mox Diamond, which would send me down a whole another card on top of the unintentional mulligan. Haven't had that happen before. I'm gonna start on the creature. I don't have the white mana to start tapping down my opponent's stuff yet, but I was gonna say maybe they're on Dreadnought, but they are not. Is this the the Wreck Rock Sir deck that has splashing red for anger and other stuff? Let's see. Portent's not gonna help me find that white mana that I would actually use it to tap down birds, but it's not an option right now. City of Brass, Sunscape, and then I can start tapping things like crazy. I like that. And with Winter Orb. Alright, got all the synergies. 3 mana, including 2 white? A morph creature. Nantuko Vigilante right off the bat. That'd be a bummer. I'm not gonna give them a target yet. Play the wall. And next turn I can play opposition. I am a little worried opposition's just gonna get pegged by this thing. And by pegged, I mean the old kickball, when you're pegging someone with a kickball. That's where my brain went. Planes, alright, I do not know what they're doing. Exalted Angel, okay, not the worst. I can deal with that. There's a good chance they have an answer in a Naya, in a Rith colored deck. There's a good chance they can answer opposition, but all good. Even when they do, I can use Stormscape to keep tapping Exalted. Alright, in their upkeep, tap City with Stormscape. Lightning Bolt. targeting Stormscape. Okay. And you can do top down Exalted. So I'm looking for creatures. Oof. Alright, definitely looking for creatures. Call the Herd, not so bad. Another Wall, not so bad. Ooh, they have their own Call the Herd. So do I, they have many colors. Alright, that was good. My brain's already jumping to Winnow. Ooh, I don't want either of these. City of Brass. At least this allows me to play Mother and Orb. Taking damage. I love how opposition gives creatures, even when they're summoning sick, it gives them some use. There's a chance we'll do that trick where in their end step I'll tap down my Winter Orb, but for now I need to be using this one creature to fend off Exalted Angel. I'm gonna untap City of Brass, because even more than a cantrip I need something like a Swords. Okay, another land's not the worst. Buys a little time. A Gush. Ooh, a Gush would be great. Collar of the Claw, they're just adding to the board. Not good. Good. One crazy thing I could do, and it might just be the Haymaker play I need to do, is disenchant my own Winter Orb in their end step. Pretty sad, but at least it allows me to like Sleight of Hand into a... I don't even know. If I get Gush, I kind of need 2 new cards this turn anyway, so I'm not gonna do it. I just need Gush. GG. Bottom mana over there. Saw everything but black. A lot of basics. Saw a little bit of red, but I don't know if it was enough to justify a Hydroblast. I am going to bring in Winnow. What I was talking about earlier when I was looking at their mana base and the fact they had elephants, was thinking, oh, okay, they might have Mox Diamonds. And they might have, and they definitely have elephants. So Winnow might land. That's kind of all I saw that's relevant. Not really worth bringing in Envelop. Rancor could be good. The tappers are nice on that big flyer. They had so much mana. Under Winter Orb's not worth it. I still like not enough though. Alright. Sounds painful, but it could be a turn 3 Angel. One little non-bow I haven't thought about. Yeah, it's okay though. And Sword's a bird. Maybe best to save the swords for an Angel caliber of card. Let's take this pain. No pain, no gain. College and my Arabic professor. Oh, we're getting both in. My Arabic professor would. There's a letter called Ghain. That's like the equivalent of G. And he used to always be like, no pain, no Ghain. Funny. Ouch. Okay, before I play that, I'm gonna look for a grainless land. Another stab at it. I mean, that qualifies, sort of, but... They're kind of aggro-y, mid-range aggro. The 3 City of Brass is such a bummer. It's just gonna get red blasted, where opponent is tanking on the portent. Clearly, I did not master the Rhine. That wasn't so bad. Okay, an island, but I have to... It is a land, it allows me to get going, but then it's like 2 dead draws after it. I suppose on the following turn I can just hard cast Gush. That's going to be 6 damage in 2 turns. Okay, draw the island and then Rith on the next one. Lightning Angel is bolt proof, but sort of, but so vulnerable to swords, and they have a slow hand. Makes me worried they have a control-y removal heavy hand or a counterspell. Ooh, on a leak. Okay, elephant. This is why we have Lightning Angel. Can handle the elephants, no problem. I would hate to block this and then have it get bolted. It'd be a bummer. They have a Lightning Angel of their own? Ooh, I could see that. They do! Okay. Interesting. No attacks. Got the swords. Love that. And, I'm not gonna cast Gush as I originally was thinking. I'm gonna... Swords there, Angel. Pick up this and play something without incurring pain for the first time this game. We have a low-key similar deck. Mine has an attempt at mana denial and stuff like that, but I don't know. Unfortunately, they're one land away from re-Lightning Angeling me. Is that an Exalted? That's gonna be a big issue. Ooh, not enough. Okay. So, hardcast Gush for 3 damage. That is brutal. I think I'm going to lose because of the City of Brasses. So, I think my opponent is also tuned in similarly as I am with the meta that elephants are good. Everyone knows that. And Lightning Angel is possibly the best way to one-up the elephant. I'm also looking at veteran brawlers in another mana denial deck because mana denial is great. But veteran brawlers and then a lot of other people are honed in on tempting worm. Yeah, they're even one-upping Lightning Angel with Exalted Angel. Can't I just Alright, come on. Ugh. No, I'm dead. GG's. Gush into a swords was my best plan, but I take 3. I swords one of their threats, and then the other one kills me. Good games. Alright, I cannot keep this one. This one's okay. Got my colors. I just put away the flooded strand. Alright, we each mold to 6. Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna hang on to that because I might just want one or two of my cards off more time. Yeah. And I can draw the first 2 and then shuffle the 3rd away. Alright, found the island. Come on. There we go. I always forget that I have to target myself. Yeah. I like this. I want all of them. Got the Winter Orb opposition situation and Gush. Yeah, cool. I'm gonna put Mod Style on top. I actually took the least important one right now. So, they can duress that if they want it. Didn't have a duress turn 1, so who knows? Chain of Smog. Mox Diamond, and so I got a Winter Orb and a Gush. No, I don't want to send it back. Yeah. Smog, pretty good. I thought about playing Chain of Smog with like Guerrilla Tactics, and there's an Apocalypse like construct robot guy that if your opponent's stuff makes you discard. And I went hard on the rule book like when I was a kid. And yes, Chain of Smog, you target your opponent. If they send it back to you, it's something they control, and then you discard Guerrilla Tactics to it. Guerrilla Tactics gets cast for free. Okay, what kind of removal do they have? Black decks are always so tricky. Oh, they have swords. They're splashing white for a reason. But yeah, so Guerrilla Tactics, most people don't even know what the heck that card is, but it's out there. And it works well with Chain of Smog. I should just do it. I've got 4 of each in paper sitting around. I even have the Apocalypse robot guy that when your opponent's stuff makes you discard it, comes into play with extra +1/+1 counters. That's what I was trying to say. Ooh. They 2-for-1 themselves to hit my land. It's okay. Wasn't casting anything. As long as I have my 2 islands for Gush and Winter Orb. Good. Hit the rest. Are they doing it again? Are they the Mono Denial deck? What are they targeting? Huh. If only I had 2 islands in play. Whew. Okay, we are a ways off from these 4 drops. Yeah, they managed to burn through 3 of my lands. Gush is pretty good against the rack. Are they doing it again? Oh, last one goes to Mage. Okay, pretty good. Land drop. Come on. No land drop, but it did find another cantrip I can cast. Oh. 3 Vindicates. Alright, they didn't do anything. Got a land. I could have ported there, but I kind of want to catch them with the port. Or, sorry, I could have or right there off of City Rest, but I want to catch the island that we want. A creature that could have Rancor on it. So this is good. Put Rancor on the bottom. Didgeridoo ability. Nope. I'm not going to draw that land yet, so let's play this. Tap out for nothing. Yeah. Play my stuff. Winter Orb, only hurting me right now. Wow, they're just passing like crazy. Rancor? Risky. Wow. What's wrong with their hand? Maybe it's just their deck. Oh, he conceded the whole match. Alright, tough game. Okay, match 3. Hey. Found 5 of my 19 lands. Yeah. Put away opposition and just turn 1, swords, turn 2, call the herd, maybe draw a land, turn 3, another call the herd. And then Rancor, and then Lightning Angel. That's the plan. Guaranteed. Give me something I can sword. Goblin Lackey, come on. Ugh. Burn. Alright, call the herd's decent against them. Rancor! I called that. I need a land now. I'm feeling okay. Cursed Scroll cannot kill elephant tokens easily. What are they doing? You know, Incinerate can. Plow's good. Plow's good in the matchup. Alright, just need a land. Yep. Incinerate can kill elephants. I do have 1 disenchant in the 60 for that Cursed Scroll. Got 5 spells. Okay, got a painful land, but worth it, I think. Please don't just incinerate this. Probably will. Ugh. Winter Orb's kind of nice against Cursed Scroll. Okay, so they got the green splash. Hopefully my elephants... I only have 1 more Call of the Herd in the deck, but... Lightning Angel. This is the matchup this deck, my deck is designed to beat. Burn elephants. My elephants hopefully win out. Beat this crap, and my Lightning Angels can hopefully beat their elephants. Okay. When I discarded that island, I was second guessing if I missequenced my lands, but this is okay. Because right now I don't have a gush. That was the point. I was thinking of trying to hold on to my islands, but if they cast something in the end step, I'll respond to the trigger. I'm gonna swords both of these. They're only getting 1 life each. Healer. Seal of Fire is such a pain in the butt. Meddling mages are just hosts to it. Do I just do it? I think I float 2 blue. Yeah, do this. Maybe get a Lightning Angel. I don't think I've ever gushed and gotten 2 spells. I always get 1 or 2 lands. Not amazing against burn. Especially the one that has the type of burn that's got disenchants. I already played a land. It's like, what do I tap? Doesn't matter. They can just respond at instant speed with Curse Scroll or a spell. Winter Orb's decent. I mean, if I get the Winter Orb going with opposition, that's something I can tap. And I can tap a Call of the Herd token. Shuffle. Pass. They've got 2 cards in hand, so this Curse Scroll is either 50-50 Or they have two of the same card. Ooh, are they gonna double Rancor? No, they don't have that much. Alright, we got a creature. Pretty good creature too. But also a creature that I need to keep untapped for it to be good, but whatever. I want that one disenchant pretty bad. I want a Lightning Angel even more. Ooh, Battery is pretty cool. This card doesn't get enough play. Assault and Battery. Let me get the preview up. Really good modal card. It's a sorcery speed shock or the backside of the elephant. Sorry, of a call of the herd, not the backside of an elephant. Although I would put that in my deck. It's just a 4 mana for an elephant is what I'm trying to say. Okay, Gush again, because I would love another elephant, both the front and the backside. Ugh. Another land, and a cantrip's not a good draw off of that either. Creatures, tons of creatures. That's one really bad creature. And a land and a cantrip. What into a fridge? I already played a land. I don't want to Rancor this because in response they would just heal it. Alright, hopefully they let me go to their turn. They probably won't. They shouldn't. Because then I'll be able to tap something on their turn. Yeah. This doesn't matter. Oh. The Flood. Every cantrip showed me at least one land. Which isn't crazy odds, but it's like every single one. Anywho, Gush also really makes you feel like you're flooding. Why'd they put the ring there? That's the crappy creature I tried to avoid. But now I can play it putting Rancor on it. Doesn't really matter. Honestly, Seal of Fire is what I don't want to see. I got a Rancor too. They're just gonna kill it. Yeah. Yep, I'm gonna hit this. Got River Boa. Okay. Yeah, I'll take that. Rancor back. 8 mana sources, 1 opposition, 1 Rancor left. Unlockable Boa over there. Hibernation next game. Another thing that just dies immediately. I don't even know. I'm waiting to draw Lightning Angel, but even that, I want Gush into Lightning Angel. Gush will pick up both islands, and they won't have unblockability anymore. What they should try to do is that they're not tapping me down at the right moment. Curse scrolling my creature at the right moment. They should try to go and declare attacks with all their creatures, and then kill my blocker in the attack step. But they're doing it early enough, and I definitely won't forget. Right? Elephant, Lightning Angel. We got 4 of those left in the deck. Understood. Land, Gush. God, the deck that I designed my deck to beat. All right, Sawbo's Web for the Treetop Villages. They do have a little. This can hit their things. We both have Rancors? That's not what Winnow's for, but I could see Winnow having some applicability. A little bit. Even though I have Lightning Angels, I'm going to work around them with Chill. Disenchants. Decent. Sorry, Hydroblasts. Let's get those in. This is a lot. Curse Scroll is just so good. I don't think I can try to annul one. That would be getting too lucky. But annul is better against Seal of Fire. Man. Taking out opposition. I will even Winter Orb. It's good against... They have like a lot of 3 and 4 drops. Good against the Curse Scroll as well. If a mom sticks around for a turn, it's good. It's 1 mana, absorb something like a bolt. Sometimes if I have a chill out, it'll even be a lot. Oy. To annul or to disenchant? I'm just gonna bring in 1 disenchant. I like the tappy guys, the walls. I like meddling mage. I can see Winnow being good. I'm bringing in 2 Sawbo's Webs. They're kind of like cantrips. That feels like bad rationale, but I'm going to take out 2 portents. I'm not sure what else. Mage, both just absorb. Removal, putting up the cheaper one. Hey, solid. Let's dig for a third land for this Call of the Herd. Ooh, these are both great cards. Lightning Angel is better top end. I'm gonna just pray that my top decks and my second slate of hand can get me the 4 mana I need for it. It is pyroblastable. Do they have a sorcery speed threat here? I feel like they've eschewed all of their red for the green permanents in the deck. From what I remember about that day. Land, I'll take that. Even though Mox Diamond's kind of nice because it turns City of Brass into a painless source. Alright. Rancor, this foo. Do I Hydroblast it right now? Oh, this is such a weak use of Hydroblast. It's like I turned a lightning bolt into a shock. That's how good that Hydroblast was. I'm good. Ugh. Land. Land? It's also an island, so I can gush. So you can use gush to ramp sometimes, but it only ramps in blue, so I won't be able to cast Naturalize. Or sorry, I won't be able to cast Lightning Angel next turn unless I get a white or red source. Or blue. If I top deck a blue, then I can crack this Flooded Strand for planes. I don't hate the wall. Actually, the wall's great. The wall's great. So, Gush is gonna not be turned on. Actually, it's not great. Whatever. Yeah. I was thinking I could do the wall into Call of the Herd, but this is exactly what I'm talking about. If I want Gush on, I had to go get an island, so now I don't have a plains and a green source. I'm gonna do Gush. Maybe I'll get a Mox Diamond. A white source. I got the Winnow. Kind of cool, but I can't do anything. Next turn I'm going to do back-to-back Lightning Angels, though. That's pretty good. And if they kill the wall, it's okay. I'll do Elephant into Lightning Angel. But that Quirion Dryad's kind of I need a Swords or Stormscape Apprentice. Got a wonky elbow. Ooh. Also a big issue. Do I block this? No. They don't even have to cast a spell. I could just hit the wall with Grim Lavamancer. Disenchants are dead. But we are casting a Lightning Angel. I find that every time I play Burn, they have 1 or 2 Fire Blasts. And I find play even the red-green Burn, they've got a Fire Blast for me. Free attack. Kind of cool. Very cool. Incredibly cool. Play something that I can winnow. I have yet to winnow, and I want to winnow so bad. That's something I can winnow. I can make an elephant next turn and then winnow that. Pretty cool. Are they only swinging with one thing? Don't they want to crash in with Quirion Dryad? I block, and then they Grim Lavamancer my, and I can see why they wouldn't, but I don't know. Honestly, a Gush would be pretty good. Swords is good against that unblockable foo. Okay, get my own elephant. One tricky thing with Winnow is I've literally never cast this before, but I have to be careful that, like, let's say I winnow their elephant token while I have an elephant token. If they bolt my elephant token in response, I'm pretty sure Winnow then. Yeah. Okay. Gosh. It's so tempting to winnow right now, but I have to stop this unblockable guy. Priority. Somehow the Quirion Dryad is still a 2/2. Oh yeah, it's because they've been casting green stuff. Oh yes, now I can winnow the River Poa. Use all my mana and cantrip. And not give them life. Save the swords for the second boa. Oh, I love that. They think they're doing something big here. If they just have a bolt in hand, destroying the Boa is interesting because it puts something in the yard, whereas swords wouldn't, but small potatoes, I think. If they have 2 red instants, this is a reader, that's funny. If they have 2 instants, I'm just dead anyway. Red instants. So what is this bluff? I'm gonna block with the elephant. It does load up their graveyard and then my city's turned off. Do I want it to live? Because if they have a bolt anyways, I'm just dead anyways. I'm gonna block here. I don't want to put it in their graveyard yet. Please don't pump. They didn't pump. The wall is alive. They only have 1 card in their yard. Yes, that's good. Wow, a little late. Is this gonna work? Is Grim Lavamancer no bueno? Oh. I want to gain life, but if I let this happen and I gain life, then they can actually have Grim Lavamancer turned on. Or I could, no, I need to swords this Riverba. So I'm gonna respond. I mean, they're both like unblockable 2/1s, but one can attack every turn. So I don't Crumble will fizzle. I won't gain a life, but like the thing is, they Crumble resolved before my initial Phyrexian Furnace resolved. They would have had a Grim Lavamancer activation, and I don't want them to have it. And I got Gush. Riverboa is still unblockable though, unless I gush into gush. I already played a land. Yeah. Oh, heck yeah. Cool. What's gush? If I get another gush, no, I can't pick up both. That's what I'm saying. Every gush is like, it's always at least 1 land. Yikes. I still just don't want to put things in the yard, so I will be blocking the Dryad with this. I can't tap that, so that means oh wait, what am I talking about? I definitely can tap that. I just got swords the Riverba. Okay, this is happening. Winnow say it can't be regenerated. To be honest, I didn't even think about the fact that Riverboa has regeneration, so I guess they were tapped out. I don't recall. Yeah, can't play land, so I can't flashback call the herd. But that was a nice little sequence of Phyrexian Furnace there. The Gush, 2 islands. Crazy. Can they put 2 cards in their yard? I'm guessing one of them is also like a disenchant or crumble type of card. So there's 1 in their yard. No swing whatsoever. Dryad is still at 2/2. Not another land. Weird. I think 2 angels, but if they put a single card in their yard, they get me. But I can't stop. I mean, I can't stop that if I just swing with this, but it just gives them more and more time. I think I gotta go for it. My thought is, by casting a spell this turn, I have to tap City of Brass because my options are Lightning Angel or Call of the Herd. Either one of them taps the City of Brass, which puts me in range of Grim Lavamancer. But if I don't cast anything, then I'm only dealing them 3 damage, so they're not even on a 2-turn clock. I need to put them on as quick of a clock as possible, rather than give them more and more time. I believe they have a disenchant in hand, so I'm just not going to give them a target. Not with all creatures, just this. And to be honest, most spells of theirs that go straight to the graveyard, unless it's a Call of the Herd, most of them are going to just kill me anyway, so I don't think waiting is the right move. Going slow, I mean. Yup, that's good. Alright, should we guess? I'm guessing it's a naturalize in hand. Yep, naturalize. Okay. Big games. That was fun.